Hello and welcome to VLearn. This is session 13 of Marketing of Services, Professional Support Services. Topics to be covered: introduction, application of the general concept of marketing to an agency setup, agency growth, its style and content, agency position, how does strategy vary with the size of client, how does strategy vary according to the size of agencies. Introduction. With the advertising business in the India growing rapidly with the many new small agencies entering the market, some even closing shop and the brand casualty increasing, the need to look at the marketing concepts the apply in this industry is stronger than the ever before. So in that case, yes, we all know that if we were talking about the professional support services, so we were considering in the mind about the advertising agencies, that how the advertising agencies are basically helping out. So yes, because in the today's marketing scenario there was a huge competition with the companies was actually fighting with each other to getting the good pie of a share. So in that concept, yes, according to the increasing of that competition scenario, when the competition is increasing in the market, at the same time that would further lead towards the good investment, or we can say that the communication process required to be good enough. So just for that good investment part, just for that the good communication part, the advertising comes into a picture. So advertising industries, we all know that yes, it is one of the kind of a concept which is required in the going rapid space, and yes, if advertising is looked upon as in a brand building activity, so in that case the future brand needs to be invested in by studying the marketing professional advertising services. हम ये भी जानते हैं कि एडवर्टाइजिंग इज़ वन ऑफ द गुड सोर्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, और अगर हम लोग प्रॉपर कम्युनिकेशन करते हैं थ्रू एडवर्टाइजिंग, द कंपनी इज़ एक्चुअली ट्राइंग टू मेक देमसेल्फ एज एन अ ब्रांड, अपने आप को एक ब्रांड पब्लिश कराने की कोशिश करते हैं. दैट वुड लीड टूवर्ड्स द इफेक्टिव पार्ट एंड विच एक्चुअली लीड देम टू स्टडी दैट प्रोफेशनल एडवर्टाइजिंग सर्विसेज. And now next is application of the general concept of marketing to an agency setup. That is how the general concept of marketing is actually fit into the agency part. If we discuss about the 4 P's, as we all know that yes, Kotler gives us the 4 P's, which is price, product, place, promotion. So in that case, one, creation value through the configuration, valuation, symbolization and facilitating. In advertising agency scenarios, this include the design of advertising, service package, whether the service offered are in-house or from the freelancing, the range of a service offered and the intensity of the service offering of each the service in the range. So these are the things to be considered in the 4 P's of the marketing concept in the advertising agency. Another is 3 more P's. This is what the 3 other concept which is entered into the 4 P's, which is straight away related to the service, as the agencies was also providing the any kind of services. These 3 P's are the people, process and physical evidence. In that case, 3 P's was basically dealing was preparing the services, because the customer is often taken a part into shaping the services offering. So in that case, what kind of a customer can be influenced by your advertising, what kind of a concept they actually have, what kind of a satisfaction level, dissatisfaction they will have, what kind of a way, what kind of a process the company is going to choose for reaching to the target customer. And yes, at the same time, what kind of an evidence, what kind of a relevancy you were providing to your customer. We can say that what kind of a physical facility you were providing to your customers. In that case, third is service a non-standard product. Service a non-standard product is what? Factory have set formulas for indicating, so that the customer know exactly the type of a product he is going to consume. So for an advertising agency, there are usually no standard product. When an agency is called by a client for consulting on the problem, the solution to the client problem may well lie with the 3 other P's. or then with the promotion. So this is what the kind of no standard product, किसी भी तरीके के standardized product इसमें नहीं होते हैं. Another, service where the product quality need a renewal on the every purchase. In terms of, this is what, while all the product produced by the factory may meet the determined quality norms, but in that case, in that agency factors in service industry, it is not easy to get that particular standardization in the service. It probably could be the agencies which serving the client, they will provide on the first time, they will provide a very good quality, or in the second time they were unable to provide that much of a quality. Then again, it depends upon the problem, what kind of a problem they were facing and what kind of offerings they have. So in that case, defining the standard of a quality is not possible in that case. Another is service and an intangible. That means with no physical ownership right existing on the offering to the customers, no transfer of ownership can take place as in the tangible product. Also, unlike a physical product, they can be evaluated easily by the taste, smell, feel, etc. While the agency's output may help to sell the physical product to the client, the agency have no physical product itself to sell. So in that case, the physical product at a best may be artwork which by themselves have no value. In terms of agency selling themselves, in terms of, because they were dealing with the very skillful work, because they were dealing with the concepts, they were dealing with the ideas, they were dealing with the services, which is intangible in terms of. In that case, yes, the offering they have, the initials they have, they always, there is intangibility factors remains there. And yes, next is the agency growth. Yes, if we want to identify what kind of growth the agency have, so in that case, first we need to understand the content, the philosophy of a growth. That means agency growth is dependent variable, and the business philosophy of a good agency defines its growth as a dependent variable of the client growth. So thus the primary task of an agency is to make its client product grow. तो मेन क्या टास्क होता है क्लाइंट का कि वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा अपने प्रोडक्ट को ग्रो कर सकें, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा अपने प्रोडक्ट की ग्रोथ ला सकें. एंड दिस ग्रोथ कुड बी ऑन दी बेसिस ऑफ एडवर्टाइजिंग पर ही वो मेनली डिपेंडेंट रहती है. So in that case, in the long run, when the planning of the growth of agency, it's become very important to develop the skill that nature and foster the growth of a client organization. It needs to be considered that in terms of इस केस में किस ग्रोथ फिलॉसफी के साथ, किस ग्रोथ थॉट के साथ जो एक क्लाइंट है वो मीट कर रहा है एजेंसी के साथ, और एजेंसी किस तरीके का कंटेंट उसे प्रोवाइड करवा रही है फॉर दैट ग्रोथ बेसिस, दैट कम्स इनटू द कंटेंट एंड फिलॉसफी ऑफ अ ग्रोथ. Style, in the style of a growth, yes, as with the marketing of any business firm, if we talk about any style of a growth, so in that case three objective the professional firm seeks for. तो in that case तीन objective होते हैं professional firms के पास. First is the sufficient demand, another is sustained growth, another is the profitable volume. So in that case ये three objectives एक firm को help करते हैं ताकि वो उनकी the firm is able to satisfy or understand the need of the market, and the same time that three styles of a marketing of an agency can be made. So इसी तीन categories, three professional firms के हिसाब से तीन तरीके की एजेंसीज मार्केटिंग कॉन्सेप्टाइज होते हैं. फर्स्ट इज मिनिमम मार्केटिंग, अनदर इज हार्ड सेल मार्केटिंग, अनदर इज प्रोफेशनल मार्केटिंग. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द मिनिमम मार्केटिंग मीन्स द प्रैक्टिस बाय मेनी फर्म ऑफरिंग द प्रोफेशनल सर्विसेज. These firms dislike thinking of themselves as a businessman. Insist, they state that they are motivated by these services. They think of a marketing as a salesman job and look down to the business solicitor, and they believe that their goods work will get more clients. In terms of minimal marketing, in terms of they were limited themselves in the marketing concept, they were limited themselves into the selling concept, but yes, they were basically putting their efforts into the क्वालिटी बेसिस, लाइक किस तरीके के कॉन्सेप्ट्स के साथ एक पर्सन आ रहा है. Another is hard selling marketing. Hard selling marketing is completely opposite to the minimal marketing. It is what focusing on the total sales orientation, offering the price discounts, bad mouthing competition, offering the referrals commissions, and indulging in the practices bordering on the volunteering professional code of ethics. This approach forgets like any sales orientation approaches, and yes, that there is more business than attracting clients. So they are more towards of identifying and cultivating a market, choosing the target markets, developing the service, formulating the plans. These are basically kind of an activity they do just to bringing out the better sale in the market. Another is the professional marketing. Professional marketing is basically the approach of the marketing of professional services in the consonance with the professional code of ethics. That is the planning of the long range marketing objectives and work out the strategies to match, training the staff to improve the efficiencies and effectiveness of marketing and personal selling. Now another is agency positioning. Agency positioning is basically how the agencies are basically positioning themselves. Again, agencies are selling themselves, selling their ideas, selling their concept to the client. In terms of that is why the positioning is one of the factor of the agency which they were required. They were yes working into selling the product or making that much of ideas कि जिससे वो एक product को sell out कर सके. But yes at the same time वो अपने लिए भी एक positioning strategies बनाती हैं. So bringing the right people together and making them work effectively from a brand is the kind of the things they were doing. So in that case they can position themselves by the size in terms of a client may be looking they are at a big or the small agencies. If they were looking for the big agencies, so they may have the full infrastructure backup, have branches, have a big acts, have a benefits of experiences. If they were looking for the any kind of small agencies, they have flexibility, they have a personalized service and attention, they may have innovations, quick turnover time, they have an ability to go for the extra miles for the client. So these are the size, what kind of in a size basis they were dealing. Positioning by talent, they could be sell themselves on the basis of the creative oriented. That means they were the very much creative part, they were worked on the creative part. Another is marketing input orientation. They were basically focusing on the brand thinkers, like what kind of a good marketing concept would be generated, what kind of a good offerings were there in the market, and apart from on the basis of that they decide their factors. Another is the positioning by auxiliary services. These are what the agencies who were like the market research services. They were like maintaining the public relationship. They will help in maintaining the direct marketing. So these package of services can help give an agency the extra edge with the client whose usage level of such services are high. So in that case, yes, the auxiliary services are basically dealing of synergizing of advertising with the market research. मार्केट रिसर्च खुद भी वो कंडक्ट करवाते हैं जिसके बेसिस पर वो अपने क्लाइंट को बेटर सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करवाते हैं. Another is position by marketing. It is possible for the agency to position itself by market too. In terms of some agencies in the India specialize in public issues advertising. This is what their positioning in this segment is so strong that few customer product launches are done by these agencies, while the bulk of the public issue business in the country is basically on the basis of the demand. So in that case, yes, what kind of a public issue they will have, what kind of a trend notice they will have, that comes into the positioning by the market. Another is positioning by price. This is what kind of pricing they were generally charging from the client. So that comes into the agency positioning. How does strategies vary with the size of the client? Size of client से कैसे vary कर सकता है एक एजेंसी. तो या उसकी strategies in terms of सबसे पहले तो client entrepreneurial. Client entrepreneurial is basically the concept, or we can say that in this particular concept, that how does the strategies vary with the size of the client. The nature of the input required from the agency actually vary with the size of client and brand. Different expectations are always there from the agencies in the entrepreneurial, medium size and dominant brand positioning. So in that case, yes, अगर आप एक entrepreneurial kind of client के साथ deal कर रहे हैं, so in that case, yes, आपकी concept उतने ही different होंगे, उतने ही nourishing होंगे, because ऑलरेडी वो एक ब्रांड में होंगे एंड इट इज़ अ बिग एंटरप्रेन्योरल कॉन्सेप्ट जिसके साथ आप डीलिंग में आएंगे. सो इट कुड बी लाइक वी कैन से दैट एक नया ब्रांड वो लॉन्च करना चाहते हैं, एक नया ब्रांड वो क्रिएट करना चाहते हैं. उस नए कॉन्सेप्ट के लिए डेफिनेटली एजेंसीज उसी तरीके से डीलिंग्स लेती हैं. That could be like small and launching into the new product. There is an entrepreneurial phase. The services the client demand for the agency must be able to comprehend the growth plans of the entrepreneurial organization. So that comes into the client entrepreneurial. Another is the client medium size. Client of medium size in terms of कि अगर आपका medium size of client है तो obviously आप थोड़ी पर्सनलाइज्ड सर्विसेज भी प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं. एट द सेम टाइम एजेंसी शुड प्रमोट दी वी कैन से दैट फॉर्मलाइज डिसीजन मेकिंग, एक प्रॉपर डिसीजंस मेकिंग हो सकती हैं. मीडिया वो उनकी एक्सपेंडिचर के हिसाब से जज कर सकते हैं. हैज़ टू थिंक ऑफ यूजिंग द मास मीडियाज ऑल्सो, मास मीडिया इन टर्म्स ऑफ टीवीज, रेडियोज ऑल्सो, विच इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट कॉस्टली मीन. And yes, at the same time, the account planning will again depend upon कि किस तरीके के उनके expenditures होंगे to make the brand distinguish from the advertising. At the same time, what kind of long-term advisors they have. So in that case, medium-sized agencies are basically dealing with strengthening the brand position. उनकी जो भी brand position होती है उसको उसमें और value add करने के लिए, उसको strengthen करने के लिए ही basically ये किया जाता है. Another is क्लाइंट मार्केट लीडर. क्लाइंट मार्केट लीडर इज अगर आपका क्लाइंट मार्केट लीडर है तो उस केस में एजेंसी जितने भी एफर्ट्स करेगी वो मेनली उनको उनकी डोमिनेंस पावर को और उनकी जो डोमिनेंट है उनको मेंटेन रखने के लिए करेगी. एंड दैट कम्स एक सर्विसिंग है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा फॉर्मल होगी, बहुत ही ज़्यादा वेल स्ट्रक्चर्ड होगी, डिसीजन मेकिंग भी फॉर्मलाइज्ड होगी. अगर अकाउंटिंग की पार्ट देखा जाए तो येस इट शुड बी the key input of these strategies here is to market intelligence in terms of कि competitors के plans कैसे हैं, आप उस हिसाब से perform करेंगे. Creativity ideas में आप ये देख सकते हैं कि creativity strategies हो सकती हैं. It could be defensive strategy, आप अपने product के बारे में positive factors बता के dealing कर रहे हो तो that comes into the. It could be focusing on those training audience which basically competitors are planning to tap, or at the same time पोजीशनिंग जो है वो उतनी ही अट्रैक्टिव हो सकती है जस्ट टू मिनिमाइज द थ्रेड. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ टेक्निक्स एन एजेंसी कैन डू. अब नेक्स्ट इज हाउ डज स्ट्रैटेजी वेरी अकॉर्डिंग टू द साइज ऑफ एजेंसी. नाउ एजेंसी के साइज के हिसाब से कैसे वेरी कर जाती हैं किसी तरीके की स्ट्रैटेजीज. स्मॉल एजेंसीज हैं सो ऑब्वियसली उसकी कुछ लिमिट्स आ गई हैं, उसकी कुछ साइज लिमिट्स हो जाती हैं तो ऑटोमेटिकली दैट वुड लीड और इफेक्ट द कंपनीज. अब दैट इज व्हाट द स्मॉल साइज एजेंसीज वुड डू. Another is the medium size agencies. Medium size होंगे so they know how to balance the client. They invest in tomorrow. और वो उस केस में क्या होगा कि वो improve करने की कोशिश करेंगे. They could be on the moving towards the level of improvement in a growth area में होंगे तो उस केस में they are able to provide the services but not on the very high basis. In that case yes, at the same time अगर large size agencies होती हैं so large size agencies would do they were again a we can say that full-fledged kind of agencies. वो full-fledged agencies हैं, अपने आप में complete agencies हैं और that complete agencies will lead them to get the maximum services. और उस केस में ये auxiliary services भी हो सकती हैं कि कंपनीज को रिसर्च भी प्रोवाइड करवा रही हैं, कंपनीज को मार्केट की पिक्चर भी दिखा रही हैं, न्यू आइडियाज भी दे रहे हैं. दैट मीन्स दे वर डूइंग हाफ ऑफ द वर्क ऑफ अ कंपनी. सो इन दैट केस लार्ज साइज एजेंसीज ऑब्वियसली फुल फ्लेज होने की वजह से एक सिनेरियो उनके डिफरेंट हो जाते हैं, कॉन्सेप्ट्स आइडियाज उनके डिफरेंट हो जाते हैं. आइडियाज डिफरेंट हो गए फ्रॉम दी स्मॉल साइज एजेंसीज और मीडियम साइज एजेंसीज तो ऑटोमेटिकली क्रिएटिविटी उतनी ज़्यादा हो जाती है. सो इन दैट केस येस एजेंसी के साइज पर बहुत ज़्यादा वेरी कर जाता है कि किस तरीके की स्ट्रैटेजीज में वो आती हैं. स्मॉल साइज इंडस्ट्रीज जहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा स्पेशलाइज्ड होने की कोशिश करेंगे. लार्ज स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज आर इटसेल्फ अ वेरी ट्रेन्ड काइंड ऑफ कंपनी, और उस केस में ये बहुत ज़्यादा सर्विंग और लार्ज कस्टमर्स को गैदर करने की सर्विसिंग में ज़्यादा आएगी. सो दैट इज व्हाट द साइज ऑफ एजेंसीज. Now, yes, there are few questions which you have to do it yourself. First is, what do you understand by positioning? What exactly the positioning is, you have to decide. Another is contrast the minimum marketing, hard sell marketing and professional marketing approach in the context of ad agencies. So you have to explain कि minimum marketing, hard selling marketing और professional marketing approach क्या होती है. So this is all about for the today's session. We were winding up here. Thank you so much. Happy learning. We learn.